The Mississippi River, one of the world's longest and most iconic rivers, has always been a source of intrigue and mystery. Recently, a team of scientists made an incredible discovery that has left them shocked and perplexed. What did they find? The answer may surprise you. Join us as we delve into the mystery of the Mississippi River and uncover the astonishing truth behind this incredible scientific discovery. Here we begin. The mighty Mississippi River is not just a river, but a lifeline for many. A vast network of waterways has supported humans, animals, and plants for centuries. The river has been home to Native Americans, early European explorers, fur traders, and soldiers. It has been used for transportation, sustenance, and commerce, and has played a vital role in the development of the United States. What scientists have found in the Mississippi River recently has left them shocked. The river, already known for its diverse habitats and biological productivity, has revealed new secrets that have the scientific community buzzing. While the details of the discovery are still under wraps, we know that it has the potential to change the way we think about the river and its role in the ecosystem. Dimensions. With 2,350 miles, the Mississippi is the second longest river in North America, winding its way from its source at Lake Itasca in Minnesota, through the heartland of the United States, and finally emptying into the Gulf of Mexico. But length is just one way to measure the power and influence of this river. The Mississippi's watershed, the area drained by the river and its tributaries, covers an astounding 1.2 million square miles, encompassing parts of 32 states and 2 Canadian provinces. This vast expanse makes it the fourth latest watershed in the world, stretching from the Allegheny Mountains in the east to the Rocky Mountains in the west. To put this into perspective, the Amazon River, the world's largest river, drains a watershed of about 2.7 million square miles. The Mississippi River also significantly contributes to the world's water supply, discharging 16,792 cubic meters, 593,003 cubic feet, of water per second into the Gulf of Mexico. This volume of water puts it in the top 15 largest rivers in the world. The Amazon River, by comparison, discharges an incredible 209,000 cubic meters, 7,380,765 cubic feet per second, making it the world's largest river by discharge volume. The speed of the Mississippi River varies depending on its location and the water levels. At its source, the river flows at a leisurely 1.2 miles per hour, while at New Orleans it picks up speed, flowing at around 3 miles per hour. It takes approximately 3 months for the water to travel from Lake Itasca to the Gulf of Mexico. Interestingly, the Mississippi River is also a river of extremes. At its narrowest point, near Lake Itasca, it's just 20 to 30 feet wide. But Lake Winnipesaukee, near Benna, MN, is wider than 11 miles, making it the widest part of the river. The shipping channel of the Mississippi is approximately 2 miles wide at its widest navigable section in Lake Pepin. The Drought in Mississippi. The mighty Mississippi River, a staple of American life, faces a historic drought that has left record-low water levels in multiple areas. This crisis affects more than 20 million people who rely on the river for daily drinking water. Sadly, the situation is not unique to the Mississippi River, as around 80% of the country is experiencing abnormal to moderate dryness. Some areas even face extreme and exceptional drought, with entire counties experiencing D4 levels. Climate change is believed to be the primary culprit behind this crisis. The mega drought plaguing the western part of the United States is mainly caused by high temperatures, which are implicitly linked to global warming. The lack of rain is another contributing factor, as roughly 60% of the country's surface is experiencing drought in 2023. Some research even suggests that this mega drought could last until 2030. The impact of climate change on the Mississippi River is unmistakable. While some regions like California attribute their droughts entirely to global warming, the Mississippi River lacks significant water volume from its tributaries. Climate change is responsible for approximately 40% of the megadrought's intensity, and it has also affected how soil moisture recovers through precipitation. Despite heavy rain in recent years, rising temperatures have prevented the soil from retaining moisture, leading to a moisture deficit in certain parts of the country since the start of the century. Mississippi drought revealed hidden Civil War relics in river. Discoveries of relics and artifacts from the American Civil War have recently been made on the banks of the Mississippi River, thanks to the drought that has caused lower water levels. One of these fascinating finds was shared online by Riley Bryant, also known as Relic. He posted videos of himself uncovering relics, such as Civil War-era bullets and a well-preserved belt buckle with the letters US inscribed. In one of his Instagram videos, Bryant shows off his discovery saying, "Look what I just found laying here. Look at that, it's a Civil War belt buckle. Look, it's in perfect shape." The Mississippi River is the second largest river in the United States, running from Minnesota to the Gulf of Mexico. During the US Civil War, the capture of this river was a critical strategic victory for Union forces due to its importance to the Confederate side. Unfortunately, the drought and heat waves affecting the country this summer have caused the Mississippi River's water levels to decline, revealing relics from the past. According to National Weather Service data, the Mississippi River has hit record lows in Memphis this week, with the water level dropping to a staggering minus 10.75 feet. However, this unexpected phenomenon has uncovered a treasure trove of ancient relics and artifacts. Associate Archaeology Professor Helen Farr from the University of Southampton in the UK explained that while metal may corrode and degrade over time in the water, artifacts buried in the river's sediment and mud can be well preserved. Farr adds that the river is home to an eclectic mix of materials, from shipwreck remnants and lost artifacts to items thrown overboard or into the rivers. Changes in river flow can also uncover or rebury materials under transported sediment and mud. Organic materials like wood and leather are best preserved in extremely arid or wet conditions. As for other organic materials, wood, leather, etc., these are preserved best in arid or wet conditions. The extremes. That's why underwater archaeology is so exciting, Farr said. Bryant also shared a TikTok video of himself exploring ballast stones from cargo ships and discovering various historic artifacts, including Civil War bullets, a soda water bottle from the 1880s, a fishing boat meat hook, and an old rowboat oarlock. However, it is important to note that the Archaeological Resources Protection Act of 1979 prohibits the removal of artifacts from federal, state, and tribal lands. Therefore, someone who comes across an artifact should contact the landowner and leave it in place to be documented. The context or provenance of an artifact is crucial in understanding how it ended up in its current location, and removing it can make it difficult to interpret its history. Other historic relics have been uncovered in the United States due to unprecedentedly low water levels. For example, a steamboat that sank in the 1800s was revealed in the Missouri River and in Lake Mead. 5 sets of human remains were discovered, one of which is suspected of having been a victim of murder, as they were found stuffed into a barrel. These discoveries remind us of the rich history beneath the surface of our natural resources and the importance of preserving them for the future generations to explore and learn from. The discovery of the 19th century trading ship. A shipwreck from the 19th century was discovered in the Mississippi River by a Baton Rouge, Louisiana resident, observing the receding water levels due to a severe drought affecting much of the Midwest. The Brookhill, a trading ship, built in Indiana in 1896, was identified as the wreck. The discovery surprised many, including state archaeologist Chip McGimsey, who revealed that an archaeological firm had investigated the site 30 years ago when the shipwreck was mostly covered in mud. Today, 90% of the remaining hull is exposed and will be studied to add to renderings of how the ship was thought to have been constructed. Although the ferry is not historically significant, its discovery has generated public interest, with over 1,300 stories published online by the end of October. McGimsey hypothesizes that because the ferry was one of the first significant discoveries made during this low point, the initial photos offered a visual representation of the river's drought that piqued people's interest. So what do you think of the Mississippi River mystery? Comment below your views and subscribe for more such videos.